Welcome, my beloved child. I have been waiting for you to come into this quiet moment with me. Nothing about your arrival here is a coincidence. I have drawn your heart gently because I long to speak to you, to comfort you, and to remind you of the plans I still hold for your life. I see what you carry. I know the prayers you've whispered when no one was listening, the delays that have weighed heavily on your spirit, and the hopes you've quietly tucked away. Today, I want you to know that something you have been waiting for is now ready. In my perfect time, not yours, the doors are opening. What once felt far away is drawing near. I am not slow to fulfill my promises as some understand slowness. I work in seasons, and this, my child, is a season of release, of movement, of answered prayers. Now, I invite you to open your heart and listen for the whisper of my spirit. I have prepared 3 messages for you today. Each one is different, yet each flows from the same fountain of love. I ask you not to choose with your mind, but with your heart. Let your soul be drawn gently, as if pulled by a quiet peace. The first message reflects your deepest desires aligned with my will and is marked by a pink star. The second speaks of trust in my timing and is marked by a white star. The third reveals my provision for your needs and is marked by a blue star. Do not rush. I am not in a hurry. Pause, breathe, and ask me to guide your spirit to the message that is meant for you. When you are ready, receive the words I have prepared, not as information, but as conversation between your heart and mine. I am near. I am speaking. And I have something sacred to give you today. Come, let us begin. My beloved child, if your heart was drawn to this message, then know that it is no accident. I have guided you here, for this is the word I have prepared for you today. You have waited, you have endured, and you have remained faithful through many seasons that felt silent and still. But now, what once seemed delayed is drawing near, for the time of fulfillment is at hand. You were drawn to the message of intention, and that is no small thing. It is a sign that I have seen your desires, your quiet hopes, the longings you have held before me in prayer. Even when it seemed like nothing was moving, I was working beneath the surface. Even when the answers felt far away, I was preparing something greater than what you imagined. You are not forgotten. Your voice has not gone unheard. Justice is being restored in your life. Where you have felt overlooked, I am now lifting you up. Where there has been unfairness, I am bringing balance and clarity. I know the moments that left you feeling invisible. I know the disappointments that made you question if I had turned away. But I never left you. I was there in the silence. And now, I am making things right. I am bringing restoration, not only in small ways, but in ways that will be seen and known. The wheel is turning. Where once you walked through drought, now you will walk into abundance. My grace is moving swiftly in your favor. If you have felt like blessing always passed you by, know that it is coming now, and it will not pass you again. You have walked in righteousness even when it cost you. You have trusted me in the waiting, and now I will show you what I can do with a surrendered heart. Prepare to receive more than you asked for. Just as the cup overflows, so will my generosity overflow in your life. I am not a God who gives sparingly. I give in fullness. I do not return void. When I act, it is in abundance, and it is in power. You will see answers not just in one area of your life, but in many, for I am the Lord of all. I do not only restore, I transform. You have spoken words of faith. You have hoped for provision. Some of you have lifted up prayers for a home, for stable work, for financial peace, for something tangible to hold and call your own. I have heard those prayers. I see what you need. I know the practical, daily burdens you carry, and I care for them as deeply as I care for your soul. Your hands may have been empty, but your heart was full of hope. Now I will fill both. I will provide not only for your spirit, but also for your home. You will see my hand in your finances, in your career, in the opportunities that now begin to unfold. This shift will be swift. One day you will awaken and realize everything has changed. That is how I work, sometimes slow in preparation, but swift in fulfillment. Do not be afraid of sudden joy. Do not question whether it is too good to be true. It is not too good, it is me. It is what I've longed to give you when the time was right. And now, that time has come. Be at peace, for I go before you. What I have spoken, I will surely bring to pass. Trust me, walk with me, and watch what I unfold. My child, there is a holy shift taking place in your life, a quiet but powerful turning of the tide. You may not see all of it yet, but you will feel it. The pieces that once refused to fit are beginning to fall gently into place. This is not merely a result of circumstance. It is grace. It is my spirit at work within and around you. You are entering into alignment, not only with your desires, but with my will. And as you release the striving, as you surrender the tension, you will find that blessings begin to flow with ease. The day is coming, soon, when you will wake up and sense that something has changed, not because you forced it, but because you allowed me to move. I see the spark of creativity stirring in you. That is my breath within you. I gave you the longing to build, to dream, to shape beauty from vision. Now, the season has come for your ideas to come to life. What once felt stuck will now move forward. Where you once saw delays, you will now see momentum. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And from this moment forward, you will begin to see the fruit of the seeds you have sown in faith. I want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. The prayers of your ancestors surround you. Their sacrifices have not gone unnoticed, and you, beloved child, are the first in your lineage to step into a new legacy. I have chosen you to break cycles of lack and struggle. You are the one I have anointed to begin again. With my help, you will do what has never been done before in your family line. You are not only building a future for yourself, you are shaping a holy path for those who will come after you. This is why the delays were necessary. The foundation had to be strong. And now, I will restore to you not only what was held back, but joy as well. There is laughter returning to your life. Where there was heaviness, I am sending lightness. Where there was striving, I am releasing delight. You were never meant to live under constant pressure. My spirit brings freedom, and in that freedom, you will find fun, beauty, celebration. Creation is not a burden, it is joy. And you, my child, were made to rejoice in the work of your hands. I see your heart. I know how badly you've wanted to see the answers come. And yes, at times, your focus on the outcome made the waiting feel heavier. That's the weight of being human. But I invite you now to surrender that weight. Let me carry it. You do not need to watch the pot every second for the water to boil. Leave it to me. Go live, go create, go laugh. The promise will still come. And when it arrives, it will feel swift and light and full of joy. You will see honor come into your life. Honor not only from others, but from me. I have seen the purity of your intentions, your perseverance, your trust. And now I will elevate you, not with pride, but with dignity. The number 1 is not just a sign of beginning. It is a sign of leadership. I have set you apart to lead in quiet holiness, to blaze trails not with noise, but with love. Others will see what I've done in you, and they will honor it. Not because of what you've achieved, but because of the faithfulness with which you've walked with me. So rejoice, my beloved. Be at peace. You are stepping into a new chapter. I am walking with you. I am opening doors. I am bringing justice, joy, abundance, and honor. What was delayed is no longer denied. And what I have spoken over you, I will surely bring to life. My beloved, I see that your heart has been deeply engaged in the act of creation. You have poured your prayers and your intentions into many areas at once, seeking not only peace in the spiritual, but also stability in the material. I know you have longed for progress in your vocation, for growth in your work, for recognition of your efforts, and for the kind of success that can be seen and touched. These are not selfish desires. They are part of the stewardship I have entrusted to you. I have not forgotten them. I am the God of honor and of purpose. And yes, I am bringing these things to you. But let me remind you, joy is not only in the arrival, it is in the journey. I did not design your life to be a weight you carry alone, but a song you sing with me. So let us walk together in joy. Let laughter return to your days. Let hope rise again like the dawn. You will still receive what I have promised, but you can receive it while smiling. You can move forward with lightness in your steps, not heaviness in your chest. Now hear this. A miracle is coming. Not by your strength, not by chance, but by my hand. Just as water turns to wine and storms are calmed with a word, I will shift the course of your circumstances swiftly. And when it happens, it will feel as though everything changed overnight. This is not fantasy, it is faith. I work in ways that defy logic, not to confuse you, but to reveal my glory. The door that would not budge will now swing wide open. The prayers you thought lost in the silence are about to be answered. You are on the edge of overflow. I know that at times, your awareness has been overly fixed on what is lacking. Your eyes have lingered too long on what hasn't yet come. You've measured time by delays and wondered if I was waiting too. But now, my child, I ask you to shift your gaze. See the beauty around you. See me in the small things. Turn your attention from fear to joy, from lack to gratitude. This change in your awareness will not only lift your spirit, it will hasten the very blessings I am sending. A great transformation is upon you. You are shedding old skin, stepping out of former patterns and into renewed identity. This is not just a change in what you receive, it is a change in who you are becoming. The number 13 is not to be feared. It is the sign of death and resurrection. You are being reborn. The person you were is giving way to the person you are destined to be. And with that rebirth comes new life, new grace, new purpose. So I ask you now, gently but firmly, what if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? Not with pride, but with the same mercy I pour upon you. What if you honored yourself as I do, with patience and compassion? When you love what I have created in you, the path becomes clearer, lighter, more joyful. And yes, that includes loving even the parts still in progress. Trust this, my beloved. Everything you have been preparing for, everything you have been manifesting with me in prayer, is coming to life. The miracles are already moving. The transformation is already happening. The joy is already near. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be because I am with you here. And now, walk forward. The door is open. I go before you. My precious one, know this. There is nothing wrong with having desires. I gave you the capacity to long, to dream, to hope. For these are reflections of the soul's eternal yearning for the fullness of life. And yet, sometimes, when your eyes are fixed too tightly on the outcome, your gaze begins to drift away from the heart, the place where I dwell. When you become consumed with what is missing, you forget what is already present. And what is present, my child, is me, always with you, always working, always loving. You are not powerless. The gifts I have placed within you are real. The magician, yes, the one I formed in you, is not a figure of fiction, but a sign of who you truly are in me. You are my co-creator, called not only to receive miracles, but to participate in them. Through prayer, through faith, through love, you shape the world around you. You have been given authority in my name. And sometimes, the key that unlocks the door is not greater effort, but greater love. So I invite you now to lay down the striving. Instead of questioning how to make it all happen, ask yourself this. What would it look like to simply love yourself as I love you? What if the answer was not outside you, but already within? I formed you in my image. When you return to self-love rooted in me, you return to alignment. You return to peace. You return to joy. And from that place, everything flows. Blessings, favor, opportunity, clarity, and grace. When you walk in joy, the process becomes easier. You no longer watch the clock or fear delay. You trust that all things are coming in their appointed time. You let go of the pressure. You smile again. And in doing so, you open the space for me to move more freely. You are still receiving every promise. That has not changed. But now, I desire for you to enjoy the path as much as the destination. So rest, beloved. Play. Breathe deeply. Laugh again. Allow yourself to live with lightness, even while waiting. You are not forgotten. You are not late. You are deeply loved. This is my word to you today. I am not asking more of you. I am asking for you to receive more from me. Receive love. Receive joy. Receive the full weight of my mercy and let it carry you forward. For I am your Father, your Redeemer, your Provider, and your friend. And everything you have placed in my hands, every dream, every request, every sacred hope, I am holding gently and bringing into being in the perfect time. Until then, keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open and love yourself well, for that, too, is holy. My beloved child, if your heart was drawn to this message marked by time and the white star, then know that I have called you into this sacred moment. Time belongs to me. I do not delay out of neglect, but out of love. What you have been waiting for, what has stirred silently in your heart for so long, is not forgotten. I have seen your hidden desires, the ones you have shared with no one, the ones born not of vanity, but of longing for goodness, fulfillment, and purpose. There has been a season where you have walked alone, like my servant Elijah in the wilderness, like Christ himself in the solitude of the desert. You have kept quiet what mattered most to you. You carried your hope privately, as Mary did when she pondered all things in her heart. And though others may not have understood you or supported you, I have walked every step with you. I saw the struggle. I saw the quiet perseverance when no one applauded. You fought against discouragement, against opposition, even against the fear that you would never see the fruit of your efforts. But now, my child, the season is shifting. Where you once stood alone, I am now sending provision. The resistance is lifting. You no longer have to strive endlessly or defend your worth. I am your defender, and I am opening the heavens to pour down what has been delayed. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Luke 6 verse 38. This is the hour when what you gave in secret will be rewarded openly. You will begin to receive, not only materially, but with the peace that surpasses all understanding. Yes, I know that for many of you, this longing has included tangible needs, financial stability, resources to build, enough to share. The time is near when you will no longer live from scarcity. My God shall supply all your needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4 verse 19. The bread you have cast upon the waters will return to you in due season. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible to me. And what of the pain of not being believed in? What of the loneliness that crept in when those you hoped would stand with you instead stood aside? Let it go, my child. Let it be placed in my hands. I know your name. I affirm your mission. And no earthly voice can override the call I have placed upon your life. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8 verse 31. You have believed when it was hardest. You have remained faithful when it was loneliest. And now I will reward that faith with favor. You are closer than you think. The journey has been long, but you are nearly at the threshold. The waters are before you like the Jordan before Joshua. The night approaches. The gift draws near. The fulfillment is just a step away. You will see it. You will receive it. And it will not come empty. It will come carrying the sweetness of hope fulfilled. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. Proverbs 13 verse 12. This is your moment of turning. This is the hourglass tipping in your favor. The time you thought was lost is not lost at all. I redeem time. I restore years. And I bring back what you thought had passed you by. Stand firm, my child. Lift your eyes. Be not afraid. You are stepping into a season of holy recompense. Not because of chance, but because I am faithful. My beloved, I know the burdens you have carried. I know the long nights, the mental discipline, and the way you've hardened yourself out of necessity. There were times you felt you had to shut down your emotions, draw sharp boundaries, and walk a narrow, often lonely path, because it felt like no one else understood the weight of what you were trying to accomplish. You may have had to sacrifice connection, joy, even gentleness, in order to stay strong. And you were strong. I saw it all. You persevered when others would have turned back. You pressed forward even when it cost you warmth, softness, and ease. But now, I am calling you into something new. You do not have to be so guarded anymore. The walls you built to survive can now be lowered so that peace may enter. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11 verse 28. You will no longer need to brace yourself every morning. You will no longer need to fight just to hold it all together. I am bringing balance to your life, not only in your work, not only in your provision, but in your soul. I know that your longing has been tied closely to material needs. You have cried out to me for resources, for a financial breakthrough, for a door to open that would ease the weight you've been carrying. I have heard those cries. The Lord hears the cry of the poor. Psalm 34 verse 7. And I want you to know, the time of return is near. Your faithfulness is not without reward. The one who sows sparingly will reap sparingly, but the one who sows generously will reap generously. 2 Corinthians 9 verse 6. You have sowed in discipline. Now you will reap in grace. As the Queen of Swords once symbolized your strength, your discipline, your fierce dedication to the mission, now I invite you into her transformation, into gentleness, into softness, into rest. You no longer need to cut yourself off from joy in order to move forward. As the blessings begin to arrive, so too will connection, both to yourself and to others. I will restore the places where you felt isolated. I will rekindle your emotional life and awaken your joy. I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten. Joel 2 verse 25. Do not be afraid to feel again. Do not be afraid to laugh, to rest, to hope. You will not lose what is coming by letting go of the tight grip. In fact, it will come faster when your hands are open. You are not in a race. You are in my rhythm. The things you feared missing out on are not slipping away. They are drawing closer. I am never late. Yes, you have been under pressure. Some of you have had deadlines, dreams that felt time-sensitive, or goals that seemed to demand all your focus. You may have felt like this was your only chance, or that if you didn't achieve it quickly, it would disappear. But I say to you, for everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. The pressure is lifting. The balance is returning. You will not miss your moment. And now, I speak these final words into your heart. Hope, strength, confidence. You have them all, for they come from me. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31 verse 6. This moment is not months away. It is near. The shift you've longed for is already unfolding. This message has come to you now because the time is now. Your hope is not misplaced. Your strength is not wasted. Your faith is not forgotten. So breathe again. Loosen your grip. Soften your heart. Let my spirit carry you into what comes next. You are safe. You are seen. And you are about to receive. My child, I know that you have felt the slowness of time. I know you have watched the clock, counted the days, wondered why the door hadn't opened yet. You have been diligent. You have set your goals. You've told yourself, by this date I will have this. By this season I must see change. You've tried to move heaven by the strength of your own will. You've acted in faith, but also carried the weight of urgency. But hear me now. The time is appointed, and it is near. What I have for you will not come early, nor will it come late. It will arrive in the fullness of my time, and when it comes, you will see that it was always meant to be exactly then, not a moment sooner. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being formed as much as your blessing is. In the quiet, you have grown. In solitude, I have drawn close. You thought you were alone, but I was nearer than your breath. Like Christ in the wilderness, you have walked a path few understood. You built walls, not out of pride, but out of protection. You guarded your spirit. You protected your dream. You tried to silence the noise of doubt by keeping to yourself. I understand. But now, the time of softening has come. You will not have to walk in such rigid strength forever. You will not need to harden your heart just to survive. I am opening the way before you. As the blessing comes, gentleness will return. You will find yourself laughing more, resting more, reconnecting with those you love. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Psalm 23 verses 2-3. What once felt like sacrifice will now feel like joy. What once felt like tight control will give way to flow. Do not be afraid to soften. Do not fear becoming vulnerable again. Your strength does not diminish in gentleness. It is fulfilled in it. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Philippians 4 verse 5. Reconnect with others. Let yourself be seen. You do not have to hide anymore. You are safe now. I am bringing you into balance between effort and rest, vision and surrender, discipline and joy. And now, I give you this final encouragement. Worry is not your calling. Time spent worrying is time drained of life. It does not bring the outcome faster. It does not shape the future. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Luke 12 verse 25. So spend your time wisely. Let your days be filled not with fear, but with faith. If you are waiting, then wait with joy. If you are preparing, then prepare with hope. If you are walking, then walk with me, not with stress, but with trust. What you have prayed for is coming. What you've longed for is being released. You will not have to strive much longer. What was once hard will now flow with ease. And you will come out of solitude not only with provision, but with peace. You have done well, my child. Now breathe, trust, and let me lead. My beloved child, you who were drawn to this message marked by needs and the blue star, know this. I have heard you. Even in the silence, even when it felt like your prayers evaporated into the air, I was listening. The desires of your heart are not lost. They are not forgotten. They have been growing beneath the surface, like seeds hidden in soil, preparing to break forth all at once in my perfect timing. You may have felt like nothing was moving, like all your efforts were met with delay, like you were laboring in vain. But now I say to you, the time of birth is near. Just as a woman nears the end of her pregnancy and feels the tension before the release, so too have you felt the ache of unfulfilled longing. Before she was in labor, she gave birth. Before her pain came upon her, she delivered a son. Isaiah 66 verse 7. And now, beloved, that which I have conceived in you is ready to come forth. You have waited for many things, not just one, and that is why it has felt so heavy. But do not be surprised when they begin to pour in all at once. What was held back will now be released like rain from the heavens. I will open the windows of heaven for you and pour down for you a blessing until there is no more need. Malachi 3 verse 10. This is a time of harvest, and yes, it will be sudden. You have felt the struggle of lack, like the 5 of bread left you in a wilderness with no manna. You've known what it is to feel overlooked, to labor without visible fruit. But I have been with you even there. I have walked beside you when you thought you were alone. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18. You are not forsaken. You are not forgotten. You may have asked, Lord, where are you in this? And I say, I was in the waiting. I was in the shaping. I was in the forming of your heart, making it strong enough to receive all I am about to give you. Now, beloved, look again. Look at the signs around you. The tide is turning. The shift is happening. It may feel like a sudden wind pushing you forward, and you may find yourself juggling more than expected. But do not fear. I will give you the grace to handle what comes. You will not be overwhelmed. You will adjust, for my Spirit is guiding your every step. You will begin to see progress, especially in the areas where you felt stuck, where your work felt fruitless. That project you poured your soul into, that task you faithfully tended though no one saw. It has not gone unnoticed by me. God is not unjust so as to overlook your work and the love you have demonstrated for his name. Hebrews 6 verse 10. I am the Lord who brings increase in hidden places. I have seen the seeds. Now you will see the fruit. This is the moment of awakening. The cup that once seemed empty will now overflow. You prepare a table before me, my cup overflows. Psalm 23 verse 5. The Ace of Cups in your life, the fullness of my love and provision, will soon be unmistakable. And not only will I meet your needs, I will satisfy the desires I myself planted within you. You will know joy again, not just in pieces, but in fullness. So prepare your heart. Trust in me again. Let hope rise where there was discouragement. Let praise replace worry. For I am doing a new thing in you. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43 verse 19. What was delayed is not denied. It has simply been preserved for the right season. And that season is now. Rest in me, my child. You are about to see what I can do. My precious child, I see the weight you've carried in your work. I see how faithfully you have labored, how diligently you have pursued the path placed before you, even when it felt like no one was watching, even when the return seemed far less than the effort. You've asked, is it fair? Am I truly seen? Will it ever shift? And I say to you now, yes, I have seen everything, and I am the Lord of justice. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for him. Isaiah 30 verse 18. You have walked through seasons of imbalance, where your energy went out, but little came back, where you poured into your vocation, your projects, your calling, and it felt like dry ground. But now the scale is tipping. Now justice will be restored. I am bringing balance not just in effort and outcome, but in soul and spirit. You will no longer need to fight to prove your worth. I will establish it myself. Humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that he may lift you up in due time. 1 Peter 5 verse 6. This season will not be like the last. You are about to walk into expansion, not through striving, but through grace. As the Two of Wands reveals, I am stretching the horizon before you. I am enlarging your territory. If you have been seeking opportunities, growth, partnerships, or a deeper sense of purpose, prepare, for they are already unfolding. Your career, your calling, even your finances are about to reflect my abundance. Enlarge the place of your tent, Do not hold back. Isaiah 54 verse 2. The delays you faced were not denials. They were a refinement, a season of interior purification. This is what the purity card has shown you. That final rain you felt is not a punishment. It is a cleansing. I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you shall be clean, and I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. Ezekiel 36 verses 25 to 26. Let this be the last of your spiritual winter, for spring is breaking open and the sun is rising. Remain confident. Hold fast. I am not only about to fulfill your needs, I will also fulfill your joy. You do not need to brace for disappointment any longer. Your hope has not been in vain. Your season of fruitlessness is ending, and the momentum you thought was lost is about to return. Like a river that was dammed, everything is about to flow. The threshing floors shall be full of grain, and the vats shall overflow with wine and oil. Joel 2 verse 24. For those of you awaiting a message, expect communication. A door will open through a conversation, a letter, an invitation, a voice. It may come from a person, a company, a contact, or even a nation far away. But it will carry my influence, for I am the author of every divine appointment. A word in season, how good it is. Proverbs 15 verse 23. Some of you will step into global opportunities, expanded contracts, or long-awaited collaborations. I will place the right people at your side, partners in purpose, co-laborers in calling. Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9. Let not your heart be troubled if you felt isolated in this season. The Three of Pentacles reversed may have mirrored your recent reality, detachment, disconnection, or disappointment in teamwork. But that, too, is shifting. I am knitting together the right people, the right hands, and the right hearts to walk with you. You will no longer build alone. So breathe, my child. Rest. And above all, believe. You are standing on the threshold. The long night is ending. The breakthrough is near. The flow is coming. The justice is rising. The blessing is on its way. And I, the Lord your God, am faithful. My beloved child. Yes, change is here. The season you have walked through is not forever. Though it may have seemed endless, I assure you, it is coming to its completion. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5. The stillness that surrounded you was not abandonment, it was preparation. I was not withholding. I was readying you. You have walked through the rain. You have waited in the quiet. You have endured the storm. But now I say to you, the clouds are parting. The light is breaking through. You are not stepping into more darkness. You are stepping into enlightenment, into clarity, into radiance. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. Isaiah 60 verse 1. This is the season where your soul awakens to what I have already been doing on your behalf. A new pace is coming, a new rhythm, not frantic, not anxious, but graceful and free. You will begin to move with me, not against time, but within my time. Where it once felt like the doors were shut, now you will see them opening. Where there was waiting, now there will be walking. Where you once felt stuck, you will now feel carried. Renewal is upon you. Be renewed in the spirit of your minds. Put on the new self, created after the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness. Ephesians 4 verses 23 to 24. This is not merely a shift in circumstance. It is a transformation of your identity. You are shedding what no longer serves. You are laying down old burdens. I am making you new, not only in your situation, but in your spirit. Walk boldly into that renewal. It is not something to fear. It is my gift to you. Be aware, my child. Lift your eyes. There may already be opportunities before you, divine moments, conversations, invitations, openings that you have not yet seen. Do not let sorrow blind you to grace. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43 verse 19. Look again. Ask me to open your eyes. I may already be answering your prayer, quietly, gently, just outside your field of view. Trust that I am working, even in what you do not yet see. And now, hear this. Your needs matter. You have been so focused on making things happen, on proving yourself, on pressing forward, that you may have forgotten to rest. Come away by yourselves to a desolate place and rest a while. Mark 6 verse 31. Your soul is sacred. Your health, your peace, your stillness, They matter to me. If your mind is weary, step back. If you need kindness, allow yourself to receive it. If you need silence, let the noise fade. I am not only the God of movement, I am the God of peace. And so I ask you, what if the greatest opportunity you've been searching for is already within you? What if you are the vessel of the breakthrough? What if my spirit in you is enough to start the fire, to open the path, to begin the change? The kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17 verse 21. Yes, others will support you. Yes, doors will open from the outside. But it is the light within you that will ignite it all. So take a breath, my child. The long season is ending. The rain is ceasing. And the sun is rising again. You are not alone. You never were. I go before you.